This is Car Guys New England, your YouTube channel for anything automotive.
Cause it's bit bad, she want me to back. Like chips at the front, let's go. I'm fly like a pelican in my bed. I like get my way hella quick. They get to the hook up on the elephant cut. My trunk, yeah, it's in the front. Of course, it's at the back. It's a big, it's a real big difference. You just want a club. I just need them racks. You just want a party. So I just want a rock star.
This is Jay with Car Guys New England, and today we are going to be installing a set of custom machined pedals for my Lincoln Town car. They actually are meant for a Crown Victoria, but I'm going to go over the process of installing these. Now, I purchased these from performancepedals.com. So when you order these, there are a bunch of different options, including whether or not your Crown Vic is a manual or just a automatic. I chose the automatic option, obviously. And then there are different pedal textures that you can get. I wanted the ones with the highest grippiness to them, so I went with the grid style, and you can see they're like little pyramids. Let me slide this one out of the... So you can see it's a very nice textured surface that your foot's not going to slip off the brake pedal or anything like that. The gas pedal doesn't quite have the exact same texture to it, although it's still grippy. But just to give you an idea of what everything looks like, and this is the black anodized and aluminum grid panel set. So that is what comes in the box, and also it's going to come with hardware, which uses an Allen head screw for the emergency brake pedal, the brake pedal, and it comes with small screws, and that's for the gas pedal to mount that. So that's how that goes on. Now let me show you guys what you're going to need to install this. So first, an electric drill, drill bits, and you're only going to need a 1/16 drill bit and a 3/16 drill bit. You want to start your pilot hole with the 1/16 one, a Sharpie, and some sort of tape, and I'll show you guys why. So first step, I just open the doors. I'll let the door lights shut off on their own, and I'm not going to close them until I'm finished. But this makes it a lot easier for me at my age to get underneath the dash by just laying across the seat. So that's how I'm going to do most of this work. But I'm going to start with the emergency brake first. And here is our emergency brake pedal, and please forgive me, I left kind of a dirty mess in here. I will clean that up. But your first step would be to remove any covers if your pedals have any covers. The emergency brake is all plastic. So on my 2005 Lincoln Town car, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put tape over this, and then I'm going to mark it, and I'm going to check where the holes line up, and then hopefully they're not into any of these plastic bits, so I can get that in here. All right, so let's get tape on the emergency brake pedal. I'm just going to fold it over so I can see the end. Same thing with the sides. So this piece is plastic, and actually we are going to put screws into this one, not the bolts. So let's get started on that. I'm going to hold the piece up. I'm going to mark it. That way I know where to drill, and then we will proceed forward. As you can see, our holes are marked. Got my drill. I'm going to put the phone down for a second. I'm just going to drill out these holes with the 1/16 drill bit. And then we should be able to just gently put these screws in, mount the panel, or mount the plate, the pedal plate, on the emergency brake, and then this one will be all set. So one quick note, I have just push the brake pedal down, the emergency brake pedal, and that way I can get at it with the drill here. Okay. So our holes are all set. Now we can remove the tape. And we are good to go. Let's mount this. I'm going to change out the bit on the drill for a Phillips for the screws that were provided with the kit. Okay, so let's install the screw. I got to put the phone down, but what I'm going to do is hold the plate up, matching the holes that I had drilled, and then I'm just going to gently screw these in. Don't over tighten them. This is plastic that you're drilling into, so you really don't want to mess that up. All right, so the emergency brake pedal has been secured. It doesn't wiggle. It's on there good. It's in a good position. So I'm just going to release the parking brake. So that is back in its normal position. Now we will move on to the brake pedal. All right, so the brake pedal. You're just going to remove the rubber. Just peel it off the edge. And now at this point you can get at the brake pedal. So again, we're going to cover this in tape, hold up the actual brake part, or the new pedal, mark it, drill it. This time we're going to use the 1/16 for a pilot hole and the 3/16 to open up those holes. So we'll open that up and then get the brake pedal taken care of. So again, the brake pedal is now taped. Now I'm going to hold up the other piece and mark the best securing spots for this, and then I am going to basically drill it out, secure it, and that pedal will be ready for install. All right, the holes are marked. I decided to go higher on the pedal for the top ones, and the lower ones are marked. So now I'm going to set up my 1/16 bit, and I'm going to carefully drill out the pedal, and then I'll move on to the 3/16 bit to open that up. So I got 3 out of the 4 holes fully drilled. I got through the top right corner with the 1/16, but I still need to get through there with the 3/16 drilled. But this brake pedal is incredibly hard to drill through. But I will end up getting it. I'm just waiting for the battery to charge up, and then we can mount the brake pedal. All right, so the 4th hole is drilled. Just gonna clean that up a little bit. And now it's time to mount the brake pedal on. Okay, so we just gotta line up the holes, get the rest of the screws in, which I'm just lining up right now. Once I get that into position, there's another one. And let's get that last one. This is tough at my age, getting under a dash. All right. So now the machine screws are in. Now we have to get these nylon lock nuts on, which are 9mm. So I'm going to tighten these up. I'm going to make sure that it's even and that it's positioned correctly before I completely crank it down. Okay, so now the brake pedal's installed. Now we can move on to the gas pedal. Be really careful doing this. This is really tough to get at. You're in a very awkward position. You're basically underneath the steering wheel, and you know, depending on whether or not you're righty or lefty, this is an absolute pain in the ass. And I was just using this to hold the nut on the backside, and then just using the Allen that's supplied in the kit to tighten these special screws down. So there's that. Let's move on to the next. All right, so we got the gas pedal taped up. We're going to mark it and drill out the holes. I think this is a little bit different than a town car gas pedal. Number one, it's a little bit smaller, and that's okay. But I am going to need to pick up some stainless steel hardware, and that's very important because we're in New England. This car's daily driven, even during the winter, so I don't want salt rusting out the screws. So I'm actually going to use screws because the gas pedal's plastic, and I'm only going to drill it with the 1/16 drill bit. My holes are drilled. The only thing is I need to pick up hardware to secure this, and then this is all done. I just got to clean everything up, and it's going to look great. All right, so I have driven to Home Depot. I am down to the wire because sun is setting and I need to get this finished. So I actually brought my drill with me. I'm gonna run into Home Depot real quick, get some stainless steel screws and zip them in here and go for a test ride with the pedals. One thing I will say is that when I was applying the brake, it feels great. It's definitely more sure-footed. Your foot's not going to slip around on that slippery rubber pedal. So this is definitely a huge improvement. All right, I'm underneath my dash at Home Depot, and I got the other pedal attached. So they're in, and this project is complete. So now time to test drive this. There it is. You can see it's not covering the entire gas pedal. It is on straight. The pedal itself is slightly crooked. The other thing I wanted to point out is I left a little bit of space here just for clearance when you're hitting the gas. But let's drive this. Let's see how this feels now. And my foot on the gas pedal, it feels just more firmly planted. Definitely more friction there. Definitely not slippy. The brake pedal feels absolutely amazing. Like you can just really like hook your shoe into it. Which is really nice as far as, you know, your foot not slipping compared to the factory plastic pedal, so, or rubber cover, I should say. So this is definitely a huge improvement, and it wasn't too bad to do, even though I had to do it kind of on the wire in Home Depot parking lot. But I'm just gonna get back home and we'll wrap this up. And there we go. Cleaned up the floor mat, and pedals are installed and looking good. All right, and that is how you install performancepedals.com pedals in your Lincoln Town Car, Crown Vic, any Panther platform car. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give this video a like. If you have questions or comments, be sure to comment down below. And if you're not subscribing to us, we have plenty of Panther platform content, so be sure to check that stuff out. And again, I'm Jay with Car Guys New England. Until next time, take care.